Huh? Do you also see Navia and Clorand over there? They look like they might have run into some kind of trouble. Let's go check out what's going on!
Still no dice?
Not at all. And I've asked pretty much everyone in the Court of Fontaine already. Lynette's ears drooped as soon as she heard that we'd have to be out and about for days on end. And Fremine, he hid himself under his helmet as soon as he realized there'd be people around that he didn't know.
What about Chiori and Charlotte? I feel like both of them would be more than up to it.
I've asked them already, but they're both pretty busy right now. I just gave the members of the Spina a few days off, too, so I don't want to bother them either.
Navia, Clorand, what's up?
Oh my. Well, if it isn't my dear partners. How are you all doing?
Huh. Navia?
Huh? Oh, you mean...
Yep, this is our chance.
Do you need our help with something?
Oh, precisely. My dear partners, we've got a huge problem right now that only you can solve.
Whoa, for real?
Absolutely. We've already exhausted all our other options.
Traveler, Paimon, would you join us and play Marechaussee Hunter Judgment Day?
Marechaussee what now?
It's a new game script by the Tabletop Troupe, a local roleplay adventure club.
Ever heard of the Tabletop Troupe? They put out games that allow you to participate in a story and roleplay characters with your friends. Oh,
That sounds super interesting!
Clorand and I are both veteran members of the club. Recently, someone came up with a new script and was looking for people to help playtest it for them. And when they asked, of course I couldn't refuse. I mean, come on! A brand new script? Nobody...
Generally speaking, scripts at that level of development have a lot of issues, but I think this one is pretty solid. The author obviously put a lot of work into the story, and the world building is also quite credible.
Whoa. I know I was the one that handed you the script, but some of us haven't read it yet. No spoilers, please.
Anyway, the script calls for a team of 4. Ah, yes. We're missing one final player right now.
So, you're saying you'll help us out? I knew I could count on you, partner.
Paimon and the Traveler are kind of a package deal. Is that okay?
That's not a problem. I'll adjust the pace based on the actual number of players, and ensure that everyone has a good time.
Well, Traveler, what do you think? Wanna play? Paimon will follow your lead.
Well, that solves our problem. You have our thanks.
Woohoo! I'll go grab the script.
The script manager? Didn't you just say that you gave Clorand the script?
The club introduced a completely new kind of gameplay. In this iteration, the Game Master's version of the script is incomplete. The script, on top of that...
Wow, you're right. Whoever wrote...
And it's got a real healthy amount of...
I look forward to experiencing...
Why don't you go meet up with the others first? They should all be waiting at Chioria Boutique. I'll come over with the script manager as soon as I find them.
Sounds good. Remember to always watch where you're going, and don't rush.
You say that like I'm 6 years old or something. Let me think. What kind of character should I play this time?
I just hope you'll pick up some useful skills this time. Oh, and stop trying to persuade every animal you come across. Sorry to keep you waiting.
You're back! Uh-huh. And you've got the Traveler and Paimon with you, too!
What a pleasant surprise. I assume you'll be joining us for the game, then?
Linny, Farina! Paimon didn't know you were playing too. Are you also...
I'm more of a casual member, if anything. I haven't taken part in many formal club activities. Lynette, Fremine, and I play something similar at the hotel booth. Still, I'm sure it'll be fun being a player for the first time.
Well, I'm not a member of the club at all. Claran simply woke me up first thing this morning, said there was a good script worth experiencing, and asked if I wanted in.
If you're interested, I can give you a referral. That should give you a 40% discount on membership fees.
I think I'll wait to see how this experience plays out first, especially when it comes to the quality of the script. If it's sufficiently fun, then I'll join.
Do you participate in a lot of tabletop troupe activities, Clarin?
You could say that.
Ah, right. I knew about that even when she was still my subordinate.
It's nothing. Really, just a small hobby of mine.
Wow. Paimon's so used to seeing you be all upstanding and intimidating us that...
Surely you jest. I maintain a clear boundary between my... But in my personal life, I'm just an ordinary person.
Well, you say that, but for all the time I've known you...
I was...
Is that so? Well...
So you want to see me cry?
No, that's not what... I'm back! Here, allow me to introduce you to this...
Pleasure to meet you.
Hello.
Oh, no. This is just...
That sounds like a lot of...
It's nothing. It's the least... Anyway, allow me to give you a brief introduction of the script. This script was adapted from the real history of the Marashose hunters. You all will play the role of hunters from a bygone era and resolve a series of events unfolding in the capital.
Paimon's not super familiar with the history of the Marashose hunters. Is that a problem?
Oh, no problem at all. I can give you a brief rundown. So, basically, Marashose hunters were people who dedicated themselves to hunting monsters and protecting the city by using a special swordsmanship technique passed down over generations. Their story can be traced back to the ancient Remurian dynasty, as well as the first, but I'll leave the finer details for you to seek out and discover later.
And I'll provide additional commentary as the story progresses.
In that case, brave hunters, are you ready to set out on an unknown adventure?
Whoa, just one sentence and it's...
Aha, I see many a determined gaze before me.
So, as we follow the story, it leads us to specific scenes?
It's the exact look. Please check all your belongings, everyone.
Sounds good.
They really have thought of everything. Even the Fatometer is here and ready to go for us.
The Fatometer? What's that?
It's a card that's used to determine action success or failure. We'll need to use it when we try to use certain...
And what about all the dessert and tea?
That's what the message said.
Oh, really? That's so nice. It feels just like a tea party with friends.
Those snacks have Paimon's name written all over them.
I think you might be more of a snack hunter than a Marashose hunter, Paimon.
Snack hunter Paimon reported for duty. If there are delicious snacks to be found, Paimon will track down every last one.
The desserts are great. But I'm still looking forward to the story more than anything.
Very fair. Then, let us begin. First, please pick up the blank character cards in front of you. You can find an abbreviated version of... In this story, everyone is a Marashose hunter. To reflect this, the club has prepared...
Ooh, nice.
As hunters, you have proficiency in swordsmanship and fighting by...
Swordsmanship? So there's a fighting part to all of this? Paimon's not sure she can do all that on her own. Maybe Paimon can just stick with you?
Why don't you share a character card then? The Traveler will be the Marashose hunter, and you can be his little floating assistant.
Huh. Kinda like in real life.
So, for the name, do I fill it?
Yep. It can be any name.
You can use your real name too if you want. I do that whenever I get too lazy to think of a new name.
Oh, so it would be like experience.
In that case, I think I'll continue to use the name Linny then.
Next up is the skill sheet. You have a limited amount...
Oh, those skills sound like they'd be useful for gathering intelligence. Good idea, Navia. Just as expected of a veteran player.
So, should we all...
Not necessarily. Since we're working together as a team, we could leave the negotiations to Navia and use our skill points to pick up other useful skills. For example, I think I'll take stealth and sleight of hand. That will give us more options if we run into any situations we can't negotiate our way out of.
Oh, interesting. I wasn't thinking about it. Let me see. I'll take arts and performance. I'm not quite sure what use they'll be, but I'm not as knowledgeable about the other skills, and I am not too confident I'd be able to roleplay them well.
Well, that leaves us. What do you want to learn, Traveler? Oh, something that'll help you get a read on other people's thoughts. Sounds useful. Ha! Gotta say, this suits you. So what do you think? Are you sure you want to learn these two skills? Sure, what do you want to learn? Ooh, so you want to help people when they're injured. Oh, so what do you think? Are you sure you want to...
Let's see.
You've all picked such...
Why do I get the feeling she's getting ready to cause trouble?
For example, this one here. Summon. Doesn't it sound super mysterious and cool?
Oh, I saw that one just now as well. The description says, this skill can be used under certain circumstances to summon characters or creatures that fit the script's world-building rules.
The script's world-building rules, huh? But how are we supposed to know what a Marashose hunter can summon?
Oh, that's not for us to worry about, my friend. Just...
All right, you've convinced Paimon.
Well, now that everyone's more or less finished... Since two of our players are doing this for the first time, though, would you like to play on easy mode, or...
What's the difference between the two?
Well, in role-playing games, the story sometimes changes based on the decisions of the players. For example, if you choose easy mode instead, every check will be successful by default, and you won't have to worry about luck.
Given that I'd like to focus on the story, I suppose I should pick easy.
Huh? Oh, come on. Don't worry about that. RNG is the lifeblood of role-playing games. Never knowing what you might have to overcome. Ugh, doesn't that sound exciting?
I'd rather...
All right, then I'll mark down Farina for easy mode. All her check...
What about you, dear partner? How would you like...
Are you sure?
Trust me. Honestly, I don't...
No problem.
That wasn't...
Well, anyway, enough talk.
Speaking of the story, why is the beginning...
Well, that's because... a long time ago, back when human civilization was still in its infancy, soon a group of human rebels banded together. With their swords raised, they swore to brave the darkness, and in doing so, subdue each and every monster that sought their destruction. Sometime later, as a member of the Marechaussee Hunters, you receive a commission. Following the address provided on the message, you take a boat and arrive. As you inhale, you can taste the slightly salty air of the docks as you begin to survey your surroundings. There aren't many people in the vicinity, but you do take note of a few others who, like you, seem to be sizing up this place. Your eyes meet, and you realize these people are fellow Marechaussee hunters, likely led to this location after receiving the same commission as you.
You're all Marechaussee hunters too, right? Allow me to introduce myself. The name's Navia, monster hunter by trade, and helpful neighborhood businesswoman on the side. What say you to traveling together? We can help each other out on the road.
Okay, count me in. My name is Linny. I've been wandering since I was little and picked up a few less than legal tricks along the way. I was adopted by a Marechaussee hunter and later chose to follow in his footsteps.
Is this where you introduce your character to everyone? It sounds like they've done this dozens of times. My name is Farina, and, I grew up in a noble family. I always had a strong interest in performance and the arts. Even though I'm a Marechaussee hunter, what I really want is to be a performing artiste.
Hey, that's really cool. You can do it, Farina. That's exactly how it's done.
Paimon is Paimon, a good friend and companion to this Marechaussee hunter right here.
I've been studying medicine ever since I was a child. I want to do my part to eradicate these monsters and use what I've learned to heal others.
Oh, welcome, welcome. When we face the monsters, I'll make sure to charge in front to give everyone some cover. You can take care of the healing at the back.
You open your envelopes at the same time. The message reads, "To the honorable and trustworthy Marechaussee hunters, our kingdom is currently facing a grave crisis. The lands outside the capital have been overtaken by monsters, and our people are being led astray by forces of wickedness. We beseech you, please help us resolve this crisis and return peace and stability to our home."
Huh. The layout of this city looks super familiar. It kinda reminds Paimon of Mondstadt!
The scriptwriter must have used a real-world city as a reference when coming up with the map.
As experienced hunters, the layout of the city reminds you of places once traveled. You recall the sight of tree-lined streets and the gentle tranquility of days gone by. Yet, as you regard the city in front of you, it appears to be little more than an empty shell. Its hollow gates are open to you, beckoning you to come forth and bring salvation back to the town.
I carefully read every line of the letter and turn my attention to the signatures at the bottom. Who issued this commission to us?
You see a long string of unfamiliar names. It would seem that many of the residents of the city issued this commission together. They sensed that things were not right within the kingdom, and sent a distress signal to the outside world.
In that case, why don't we take a walk around the city and see if we can learn anything from the local residents?
Oh, good idea. We might be able to get some leads on the monsters and bad guys we're after.
You look up and see a tavern nearby. It appears to be open for the day.
Why don't we go check out that tavern? If the novels I've read are anything to go by, taverns are usually full of information.
As you approach the tavern, you find a plainly dressed woman standing nearby. She appears to be rather troubled about something.
Greetings, friend. Lovely weather we're having today, don't you think?
Oh, hello. I suppose you're right. The weather today is quite lovely. If only those monsters out there would stop causing trouble.
It seems like every character included in the script has a certain amount of useful information to offer. If we keep asking questions, we might be able to get some good leads.
Oh, come now, don't be sad. Life is all about optimism. Oh, that reminds me. What did you have for breakfast this morning?
Huh?
I don't think that's the kind of question we're supposed to ask.
Nothing turns a frown upside down like good food. How about some macarons? I could make you some.
You didn't even take cooking as one of your skill proficiencies.
That's not necessary, miss. Excuse me for saying this, but you don't really look like a chef. Besides, I'm not—
So you're someone who barely smiles and doesn't like sweets. You're really starting to remind me of this one friend of mine. Hey! Did she just... me?
Clorian must have broke character for a second.
This isn't getting us anywhere. Traveler, maybe you can think of something.
The results of insight checks aren't disclosed to the players, so I'll be the one You recall all the lessons you've learned in your time, and begin to— You notice that when she's quiet, she has an empty— so you noticed. That's a little embarrassing. A horde of monsters suddenly appeared near the capital recently, so all the guards were dispatched to fight them.
Do you remember when those monsters appeared?
I'm not completely sure. All I know is that my husband was dispatched to fight them 3 days ago.
Do you know where he was sent?
It all happened so fast. When—
You have our thanks, friend. We'll find—
Thank you.
Don't worry. We'll find we don't always get to choose what...
I'll do my best. You bid farewell to the woman, and continue your journey further into the city. As you venture further into the city, the streets appear largely empty. An elderly woman walks past. You see her shake her head as she puts away her wrinkled wallet. A nearby merchant folds his arms and gives you a disdainful look. You get the impression that he's someone who has long gotten used to the sight before him.
Although he doesn't seem very friendly, merchants are usually a good source of information, right?
Pardon me, sir. I'd like to ask a question if I may.
That depends. How much are you willing to pay?
How about this much?
What do you take me for? Some lowly beggar? You can't even buy half an onion with that amount.
Surely an onion can't be that expensive, right?
What do you know? War is nearly upon us. Everything costs several times what it did before. If you're not gonna buy anything, then scram.
Whoa, what a nasty guy. Maybe we shouldn't even bother talking to him.
But he still might have information we need. Traveler, can you think of something?
A performance? I've never, alright. By the harbor's grace, a lone boat lies in rest. Let the moon in the dark of shadow our heroes seek to find. Where creek blocked the road does stand, such is our hunter's plight. Yet with sword.
I don't recall asking for a bardic song. Don't expect me to give you any coin. But if you meant what you sang, and you are indeed some kind of hunter, then by all means, please, go out and kill those monsters for us. Those monsters are camped outside the city. We have limited reserves within the city, so if this continues, we're all gonna be in big trouble.
Wait, you're saying no one has put a plan in place to distribute supplies or maintain order?
We could all starve and those nobles in the palace wouldn't even break a sweat. Who knows? Maybe they've been in cahoots with the monsters all along.
That is concerning.
Yeah, alright, I think I've said more than enough. Be on your way now.
Got it. Thank you, sir.
Don't mind him, Farina. He just doesn't have enough taste to appreciate your art.
No. I was just thinking about how those nobles must be so cold-hearted. It's like they don't care about their people at all.
Should we try to go somewhere with more people?
Oh, how about the city square? Follow me.
Before you lies the city's central square. You see a man with a slightly anxious look on his face, pacing back and forth, his head hanging low. He doesn't seem to notice your approach. Still immersed in his own thoughts, he shakes his head and lets out a long...
This guy seems promising enough. Maybe I can get some information out of him. Hello, sir. Is there anything I can do to...
Wait, you're...
I...
Oh, dear goodness! You're a Mara...
You recognize us? Ah, are you?
Yes, yes! Oh, I didn't
What happened here?
Alas, we once lived comfortable, carefree lives. This city used to be free of monsters. The first Marashose hunter, Casiodor, the Golden Hunter, he was the one who drove them back. However, monsters have once again surrounded the city. Perhaps the seal that kept them at bay has lost its power. Or perhaps an evil sorcerer has been meddling in our affairs. All I know for sure is that their return has stripped the city of any chance at peace.
Are there not enough soldiers to drive them out?
It's not a question of numbers. The guards simply have no idea how to deal with them. Most people my age have never even seen one of the monsters, much less been trained to fight against them. What's worse, many of us don't even know the history of the Marashose hunters anymore. When I was a child, though, my grandfather would tell me stories about how the Marashose hunters drove back the monsters. So, on the off chance that something might come of it, I decided to reach out to you. To be perfectly honest, I was starting to think all those stories were just tall tales. But now that I've seen you in person, I finally know that it was true!
Well, you can rest easy, friend. The righteous and formidable Marechaussee hunters are on the case.
The man is touched by your determination and resolve. His eyes begin to well with tears of relief.
Still, if we are going to hunt the monsters, we need to know where to find them. Can you give us any leads?
All I know is that the area outside the city is dangerous. I'm afraid I can't point you toward a specific location. Oh, although, if you leave the capital through the main gate and follow the road, you should run into a group of guards. They might know more about where to find the monsters.
I see. We'll go look for them then.
All right, be careful. Oh, and one last thing. The monsters outside the city are just part of the problem. There are evil sorcerers inside the city as well, so be on your guard. They're actively working with the monsters, and have corrupted the court ministers with malicious magic. They're the reason why, even inside the city, everything has been a giant mess. Even one of our kindest ministers has turned into a boorish and unreasonable figure, interested in nothing but enacting laws that exploit the people. Who knows how much longer we'll be able to go on like this.
Talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place.
I feel bad for him. Maybe we should try to cheer him up?
Huh? Like,
I appreciate your kindness, but for now, it's brave hunters.
if I understood correctly, there are currently 2 problems in the kingdom that need solving, right?
Exactly. We need to defeat the monsters outside the city.
But which...
Well, this seems like a good moment for a break.
I really didn't expect...
Well, Clarence said the script accused...
I wouldn't say it's a perfect representation of history, but...
Sure. As long as it doesn't spoil anything in the script. You brought up bits and pieces of the Hunter's history before, but it was all in passing.
Paimon wants to know too! The hunters were super powerful, right? Were they all from a special line of supernatural beings or something? Kind of like the yokai in Inazuma?
No. All Marechaussee hunters were ordinary mortal fighters. The only thing that set them apart were the special sword techniques passed down over the centuries.
Huh? So you mean anyone could become a Marechaussee hunter?
In theory, yes. All you would need to do is survive the rigorous training and master the swordsmanship techniques required to fight the monsters. Still, most people dropped out at the early stages, and others called it quits the minute they saw a monster in person. To become a hunter, you must be strong in both body and mind.
What kind of monsters did the hunters fight exactly? Oh, and the evil sorcerer the script mentions. Did they exist?
The land of Fontaine once played host to an ancient dynasty known as Remuria. After that dynasty fell, monsters began to appear, intent on obstructing humans from establishing a new social order. One of the ancient sorcerers of Remuria used his power to assemble a formidable army of golems. He sought to use that force to establish himself as king.
Now wait a second. Don't tell me that guy was the inspiration for the evil sorcerer in the script. We still haven't found any in-game information on him yet. So, why don't you talk about someone else for now?
Well, I wasn't planning on going into anything you might be able to find out in the game. But if you want me to talk about something else, then... How about Casiodor, the Golden Hunter? Or Egeria, the ex-Hydro Archon?
Wait, ago. Where did you learn all this, Cloran?
From my master.
Huh. By master, you mean Miss Petronia?
Is someone you know?
Absolutely. Miss Petronia and my father were good friends. Back in the day, she would often bring Clorand over to play, but then...
Let's not get off topic. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Responding to Egeria's call, a number of warriors followed Cassiodor into battle against the monsters. This group of warriors, under Cassiodor's leadership, became known as the Marechaussee Hunters. Yet, as Fontaine entered an era of peace, their work gradually became obsolete. The Marechaussee Phantom, originally an association made up of hunters, eventually came to be predominantly comprised of Melusines.
Ah, I see. That explains why most of the people in the script have forgotten the—
Is that really a bad thing, though? It can get tough always being the one shouldering everyone's expectations.
Depends on who you ask, I suppose. If the name of the organization no longer commands respect, investigative work is bound to suffer.
Speaking of investigations, which problem should we tackle first? Monsters or evil sorcerer?
I vote monsters. That's the main duty of the hunters, right? We can come back to the sorcerer later.
Well said, Miss Farina. Plus, if the sorcerers really are the masterminds behind this whole thing, defeating the monsters could give us some clues on their intentions as well.
What about you, partner? What do you think? It's decided then.
All right. After some discussion, you decide to turn around and head out of the city.
Let's take a look around, like that guy said.
You there! Outsiders, halt!
Who's there?
An armored man approaches you. He has a tall, muscular... Just one look, and you can tell he's fought in his fair share of battles. Although he's trying his best to conceal his current state, his uneven gait and the sweat dripping down his forehead make it obvious that he's been wounded and is in serious pain. I'm the captain of the guard. I saw you sneaking around the city earlier, so I'll only ask this once. State your purpose, or it's off to the dungeons for the lot of you.
Wow, it's been a while since someone's been this suspicious of us.
I said talk, not whisper between yourselves.
Have you ever heard of the Marechaussee Hunters?
Marechaussee Hunters? Ha! That fairy tale, you mean? What, you expect me to believe you're one of them?
Sir, we were indeed in the city earlier, but our purpose was only to gather information on the monsters. We're here. Your guards are still fighting the monsters as we speak. They could be seriously wounded and in grave need of support. You need all the help you can get.
The man regards you with doubt and concern. After a period of inner struggle, he lets out a long sigh, and informs those monsters aren't easy to deal with. But if you insist on going, I won't stop you either. I just hope all the guards will be able to come back to their families alive. I wish you the best of luck.
Based on what the captain said, the monster should be right up ahead. Let's go. Hopefully we're not too late.
As you approach the battlefield, you see numerous people lying by the side of the road. They appear to be dressed like guards. Their faces are filled with desperation and terror. Some are screaming and cursing in vain, as if still trying to banish the monstrosities they saw from their minds. A few of the wounded look up at you in shock and disbelief. Quick, leave this place. Turn around and don't look back, they yell.
This is the place he mentioned, right?
You see broken iron swords scattered all around you, and downed trees riddled with terrifying claw marks. All the signs point to one thing. A truly devastating battle just took place here.
Be on your guard, everyone. The monsters might still...
Before you can finish your sentence, you hear rustling sounds from the surrounding bushes. The monsters have emerged. They close in on you without fear. You get the impression that, in their bloodthirsty eyes, you're just another meal for them to devour.
A little help here! This thing wants to eat Paimon!
Your battle round begins now.
Let my name echo in song! Shower me with praise! Fire! Well, with loss.
The next battle round begins now. The monsters let out a terrifying roar of anger and resentment before dissipating into thin air.
Ugh, thank goodness it's over.
We're lucky the Marashose Hunter class came with all those preset skill points. Otherwise, we would have been in some real trouble.
I never knew the Fatometer even determines the amount of damage you inflict. If you get unlucky, isn't it just game over right then and there?
That's part of the fun. The uncertainty of fate is what gives these games their appeal.
Just as you begin to celebrate your victory, a suspicious lump on the ground catches your attention.
A suspicious lump. Wait, could it be?
I walk up to it, crouch down, and begin to carefully examine it. I've still got my right glove on, so it should be fine for me to touch it, right?
As you investigate the mound, you discover that the exposed portion appears to be made of wood. It was previously obscured by the large form of the monsters. With the monsters gone, the small protrusion now awaits your discovery, poking out of the ground like a shy flower bud.
Whoa, it's a treasure chest!
With everyone's help, you successfully excavate the wooden chest from the ground. Even without opening it, you can tell from the mora and jewels scattered around the chest that it must contain quite the fortune.
Makes sense. We worked hard for this. Let's open it and we can share what's inside.
I can understand your excitement, Paimon, but think about it. Doesn't it seem like there are people out there who need this treasure?
Yeah. Think about all the people suffering in the capital. Or all those guards who got hurt fighting the monsters.
Wait, is that how it works? Paimon thought since we were the ones to dig it up, we could just take it for ourselves.
Well, let's put it this way. Any decision you make during a role-playing game can impact the future course of the story.
But would the people really believe us? It's hard enough for us to prove we're Marshosei hunters.
That's definitely something we should consider. Maybe we can come up with an...
Well, if donating it could cause that much trouble, why don't we use it to buy some gear and fill up on good food? Then we'll be ready to fight even more bad guys.
Looks like you're facing a difficult choice once again. Well, it's getting late.
Wow!
I'm not sure if it's because I'm having so much fun with you all, or because the story is particular...
Here, here!
Ooh,
Yeah, that won't work for me either. Lynette will give me an earful if I...
I understand how you feel, Navia, but we have to change venues for the next part of the story anyway.
Huh?
There's a special note for the GM at the end of this section that says to proceed to an indoor set for the next part of the script.
Whoa! They really pulled out all the stops for this new
Well, even if we end the game for the day, we can still stay a little longer and hear Clorinde finish her story, right? Paimon wants to hear more about the history of the hunters.
something tells me...
That's just a coincidence, okay? Besides, to Paimon, not finishing free food feels even worse than having to buy her own. And anyway, Paimon really does want to hear more about Clorinde's master.
Well...
It's nothing. I appreciate the concern, but it's all in the past. It won't do any harm to share these things now. My earliest memories are of living with Master. According to her, she saved me from certain people of ill repute. My birth parents had left me behind some time before that.
What a heavy beginning for a...
Master was a fascinating individual, if inexperienced in the ways of raising children. My first ever toy was a short sword. Although I suppose it wasn't so much a toy as something Master removed from her waist and handed to a noisy child in need of distraction.
Oh, wait, so she handed an actual sword to a child? Isn't that dangerous? Did you hurt yourself?
Of course I did. I cut my palm and bled quite a lot. But Master was not concerned. She just stood there and casually lectured me about it. See, that's what you get for not holding the sword properly, she told me. She then crouched down next to me and said, "Give me your hand. I'll teach you to bandage this wound. After that, it's time to learn how to truly hold a blade."
Excuse me for asking this, Clorinde, but how old were you exactly when all this happened?
Probably around, 3, give or take.
3? Isn't that when most kids are still struggling to hold a fork?
As I said, Master was rather inexperienced in the ways of raising children. She believed trial and error was the best way to teach a child what they're capable of.
I'm not so sure this is a question of experience.
I didn't see anything wrong with her ways at the time. And anyway, children don't get to choose how they're raised. Oh, she did bring me back a pet from Liyue once. It was a Geovishap hatchling.
A Geovishap hatchling? For a pet? That seems even more dangerous.
What she said was this: make sure to get along, you two. If you really can't agree on something, just settle it with a fight. Whoever loses is the real pet.
And how old were you when this happened?
5.
Well, did you win?
No, I lost.
So, you're saying you actually became the Geo-Bishop's pet?
Yes, but only for a week. By the end of that week, I defeated it in combat, and we've shared a cordial relationship ever since.
That really doesn't sound like the kind of childhood someone should have.
Later on, I gradually understood that Master most likely didn't know any other way to raise a child. She was a Marechaussee hunter, but I never heard her bring up her own parents. Thanks to her, I learned how to navigate the forest by the age of 6, and could hunt monsters in the wild by myself the year after that. Even though the training she subjected me to was strict, she always made sure to take me traveling when she had the time. We met many of her friends during those days. That was also how I met Mr. Callis and his family.
I still remember the first time we met. You were too scared to join our picnic and hid behind Ms. Petronia the whole time.
I still hadn't really met many children my age at that time, so I didn't know how to interact with others.
After that, though, you started coming over a lot. You loved challenging people to shooting competitions, remember? I don't think many members of the Spina ever beat you in one of those.
I had a lot of fun during those days.
I enjoyed them too. Oh, do you remember that one time we went exploring around the Spina together? We overheard Papa call your master Fontaine's Protector of Justice. We tried to pretend like we never heard anything, but you nearly let it slip that one time.
Protector of Justice? Oh, wait, you mean that vigilante hero from 20 years...
Yep, that would be her. She often would put on a black cloak and go out at night. I never knew where she went or what she was doing. Until, like Navia said, we overheard the truth from Mr. Callis that night.
20 years ago, huh? I still remember the guards leaving all kinds of witness reports about her on Nervalette's desk. Oh, there's no need to apologize. You had nothing to do with it. And anyway, everything she did was for a good cause. Although, calling herself the Protector of Order was a bit much. Especially when she
Huh? When did the Protector of Justice become the Protector of Order?
Oh, she had a bunch of code names. Later on, she probably got sick of answering those questions and decided to stick to just 2.
That sounds like her, all right. I bet she forgot which of the 2 she'd used by the time...
Well, she's certainly...
It's true. I always wanted to...
But...
She suddenly disappeared.
Disappeared? What happened?
I have no idea. That night, I was celebrating my birthday at Navia's house, when she still didn't appear after a few days.
Papa probably didn't know either.
Don't worry, I understand. Just like how, when a litter of kittens reaches a...
Were you upset, Clorian?
I was at first, but not anymore. I don't believe
Well, despite everything, you still managed to follow in her footsteps and become the greatest champion duelist in all of Fontaine. You're practically a living symbol of law and justice.
I suspect my position would be far too by the books for her. Master always did whatever she pleased. But you're right. I suppose I do take after her in some ways.
Who knew Clorian had such an interesting past? I never had the chance to ask her about it before. I wonder... if Clorian's master were the champion duelist back then... would that duel against Mr. Callis have gone differently? Oh no. Judging by the atmosphere, Clorian and Navia are probably thinking something similar. The mood just got super...
Well, anyway... Would you look at the time?
I had a great time
Anytime.
The script was good, but I've got to say, your childhood stories were... Hey, you should tell us more about that fight against the Geo-Bishop sometime. Maybe your master was onto something.
You...
What does she mean, onto something? I certainly don't know. Guess I'll head back as well. I need to save my energy if I want to continue enjoying the story tomorrow.
You're that excited to hear about my fight with the bishop?
I was talking about the script.
Let's go meet up with the group. Paimon's...
Looks like everyone's here. Now, before we begin, why don't we finish where we left off yesterday? There was an
Is that really the most important part, though, Clorand? Paimon's more concerned about our current surround heavy walls, cold railings, dim lights. This is obviously supposed to be a prison.
I admire the work put into the set. Still, it's obvious the scriptwriter has never paid a visit to the fortress of Meripede.
So the set is going to be a part...
Unfortunately, that is something I can neither confirm nor deny.
Anyone think Clorand's smile is starting to look kinda... scared?
Well, whatever happens, we'll just have to push on. But first, we should really figure out what to do with it. If we're worried about arousing suspicion because of our identity, why don't we give ourselves a different name?
Yeah, it might be better to keep a low profile. As long...
Staring at me won't get you anywhere. Or did you want some more tea?
Oh, Paimon's good. Thanks. Why aren't you saying anything, Navia? Wait, what's that next to you?
Oh, this is the short sword Clorand mentioned last night. I found it.
Huh. I'm surprised you managed to track it down.
Well, I made sure to take good care of it, considering the circumstances in which you gave it to me. Of course I had to keep it safe. Anyway, where were we? Oh, right. I was just thinking about...
Wait, we have...
Well, it's only a matter of time.
Alright, Paimon's made up her mind. Let's just give the treasure away. Paimon may have wanted to keep it, but if it's going to land us in prison somehow, Paimon will be too upset to enjoy her...
So, you reached an agreement?
Oh, and we'll collect all the scattered pieces of treasure on the ground.
All right. You collect the treasure and make your way... The city is still shrouded in a gloomy, oppressive atmosphere, but your spirits are surprisingly high. In places where sunlight struggles to reach, you generously share your wealth with the children, the elderly, and the poor in urgent need of help.
Thank you, kind soul.
The elderly woman's look of gratitude follows you as you walk away, her eyes never leaving your back until you move entirely out of sight. However, there's still quite a bit of Mora remaining. It appears you haven't made much progress.
She's probably trying to tell us to speed this up. We need to hurry up so we can address the sorcerer problem.
Should we go find that man again at the square? He seemed like a pretty responsible guy. I'm sure he knows the people here far better than us.
Oh, good idea!
Just as you start to make way to the square, intent on finding... Please wait, distinguished guests. Several strange guards suddenly call out to you. They run forward to meet you and proceed to politely pay their respects.
Greetings, gentlemen.
Surely you jest, my lady. That would not be our place. It is His Excellency the King who requests to meet with you. Please come with us.
Do you think that...
Well, we have to investigate the court at some point, right? Meeting the king himself would be a fantastic opportunity to do that.
I say we go for it. If something happens, we'll just turn the whole place upside down.
That sounds a little intense.
After a quick discussion, you nod to the guards and agree to follow. Gilded tables,
Wow.
the elderly king, he wears above his head they're here! A man dressed in dark clothes, likely a minister. After a moment, he lowers his hands and stands back up. His gaze shifts to fixate.
The king does not appear entirely aware.
The king remains still and says nothing. The minister is the one who's... Esteemed guests, allow me to thank... I've heard tell that your group, the Marechaussee Hunters, used your exceptional ability with the sword to repel the monsters. However, seeing that I was not fortunate enough to observe such a feat with my own eyes, you'll forgive me for seeking to verify the truth by speaking to you.
Well, we've got nothing to hide. You brought us here to talk, right? So we'll just explain what happened. The golem's blades were so powerful. Well, that was enough details, right?
Your account does indeed match those of the survivors. Since you were the ones who defeated the monsters, that must mean...
Well, we did take the treasure.
How did he know about the treasure?
Then I must ask that you return it...
Wait, but didn't you just say that our great deed deserved a reward? Shouldn't the treasure be considered a part of...
Yes, that was indeed what I said. But you seem to have forgotten a very important distinction. Only that which is freely given by the king can be considered a reward. Taking the right...
But that's completely unreasonable.
Yeah, that makes no sense. If it weren't for us, the treasure would still be buried in your grave.
Maybe so, yet the fact remains. You tried to dispose of the treasure without reporting it to the court and without receiving permission, yes? What, no answer? Surely you're not insinuating that you, a group of legendary Marechaussee hunters, sought to take the treasure for...
Well, what about the king? Is he just gonna let this guy talk for him the whole time?
Clad in his magnificent robe, the king remains seated, with his hands resting on either side of the throne.
From the look of things.
I would like to observe the number of guards.
The guards in the palace appear fully
Well, there goes my plan to turn...
It appears we've been visited by... Before I decide your fate...
Can't we try to slip away? Or maybe...
But if we try to fight the
Don't worry. At least we
Thanks.
You allow yourself to be led away by guards surrounding you. It's only when you begin to feel drops of water. Stay here, and don't... The guards lock the cell door and leave without looking back.
Wait, sir!
Your voice echoes through...
No!
carve out a new path of fate with our own two...
You reach toward your weight.
What about that
When did you hide it in there?
When I was thinking about digging a tunnel.
Rejected. You failed to inform the GM of this course of action. Moreover, the guards would have conducted a thorough search before throwing you in prison.
And the keys to the cell aren't anywhere to be seen?
Correct. You don't even feel a lock hole on the cell door.
Oh, well...
Indeed.
Huh? Why are you the one saying indeed?
Because that statement holds true for me as well. This is...
What? But that's
Generally speaking, this should be the point where the scriptwriter gives the players some kind of hint. Or gives the GM some kind of...
I mean, maybe they just really wanted us to be immersed in the feeling of being in prison. Like, they'll...
That is a...
If only there were desserts and tea in real prison. Oh, wait, guess it's kind of how the Fortress of Meripede works if you're lucky.
Oh, before I forget, Navia, the short sword you had with you earlier, I took a closer look, and the craftsmanship doesn't appear to resemble anything from this era. If I remember correctly, that style was last in vogue several hundred...
Wait, Cloran said that sword used to belong to her master, right? Does that mean...
I doubt it. The way
hang on.
Master left many things to me when she disappeared. There was the sword. I gave you the sword back then, because I didn't...
Wait, when did this happen?
After the duel. Between Mr.
Before that, Clorand would have meals with us and even stay over at the Spina some days. She was on great terms after the duel, though. There was a period of time where we simply didn't know how to face each other. We were both sad and conflicted. And totally... Whenever I looked at this sword, I couldn't help but wonder. Back then, it felt like I hadn't just lost a father, but a close friend.
No one can change the past. The most important thing is that you two found...
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Thinking...
Looks like the next part of our script.
Perfect. From Claren's face.
Water continues to drip from the ceiling. And eventually, you get used to the unpleasant odor of straw, mold, and rust. Suddenly, you hear footsteps.
Heads up, everyone. Someone's coming.
Gather close, everyone, and keep...
Who are you?
I work as a guard in these dungeons, but my true identity is the same as your own.
Huh?
Shh. I've already sent away the other guard.
I understand, but how can we be sure we can...
The king has issued a formal decree in light of the era...
Executed?
Monsters appearing at the same location as the treasure. Could this entire...
There will be time for speculation once we're out of here. Infiltrating the capital was difficult.
Have you seen our weapons anywhere?
Don't worry, I brought them with me. His faction is to defeat him. You must find it.
You're not coming with us?
No, I'll remain in the dungeons to deal with the guards. As long as my identity is not
In that case...
Thank you for your concern. As for the location of the vault, here.
Got it.
All right, once I open the door, remember to... You now have the chance to... And... be...
With the help of the guard, you
Wait, we didn't get to use our skills at all while we were in prison. Who knows when we're gonna get the chance to use that cool summon spell?
That is a pity, but we can only continue to move forward.
Solidified!
Be cleansed.
from the heavens. I shall gladly accept it.
This should be the place marked.
This bit of rock
Well,
Wow, you...
Before you lies a serene stretch of open water.
Well, guess this means...
Oh, what's the matter?
It's nothing. As you step into the cave...
Wow, this must be...
But this door is...
huh. What if...
A pattern on a stone...
Is something wrong, Clarissa?
After a long, difficult journey, you finally arrive at the location indicated by your map. Your surroundings are exceedingly quiet and serene, as if the secret that slumbers...
We're doing this for the sake of the people, to free them from the evil...
Linny's right. We need to keep going. The future of the kingdom depends on it. The next part of this...
Yes, that should be... Something feels off about all this.
I found something!
Found something here, too.
Same here.
Something just appeared.
By solving the puzzles, you prove you're at the end of each puzzle, you're rewarded with
With?
a key.
Oh, it must be the key to the big door.
Huh? This is one of the Marechaussee Hunter keys that are passed down from generation to generation. It is said that 4 keys in total are required to form the final... Huh? You hear a few strange noises. Suddenly, all the torches in the ruin go out at...
Huh? What's going on?
For the sake of immersion, please close...
But Paimon can still see a little bit over here. Oh, right. Sorry.
Suddenly, you hear...
There's someone else here?
I've been discovered that—
Wait,
You recognize the voice as belonging to the guard who led you to this place. It appears he now covets the treasure for himself.
Oh, so this is just part of the script. Well, if we can't see anything, that means we...
Judging by the way he's holding his sword, he must be a...
Retreat! That's not the hunter.
Your choice is noted. Please keep your eyes closed until I tell you that...
You got it!
Well then, let us begin. Ready.
I'd like to try to hit him with my sword.
Is he still standing? Goodness.
is it over? Can we open our eyes now?
The enemy is strong and relentless, but the battle is nearing its end. The torches have
What about now?
Final strike! Ha!
Well, did we get him? Glorian?
Warm fire flickers across the walls once more. Your vision is now clear. In an impressive display of courage, that look in his eyes. It's like he became an entirely different person.
Huh? Mr. Florian? Oh, wait. We're supposed to be role-playing. I should stay in character. Speak your name, guard. Why did you lead us? Is this treasure really more—
What kingdom? What peace? I, Florian, am a true Marechaussee hunter.
So he's also using his real name. Or, wait, was—
Then I'm even more confused. If you truly are a
What do you know? In this day and age, there's no glory to be had as a Marechaussee hunter.
What's that supposed to mean?
My skills were passed down to me by my father. And what did he get in return? A life of poverty and pain. And a war. The Marechaussee hunters were the ones who saved—
Is he talking about how no one in the capital seems to remember the hunters and their legacy?
So that's why you want to take the treasure for yourself?
If you already knew where the treasure was located, why didn't you just come down here and take it?
Because I still needed the final key.
Only a true Marechaussee hunt. As someone who saw...
Okay, but
You're sure?
We've been talking about it for so long, of course.
And we've already defeated Florian, right?
Pest.
Watch yourself.
Then let's open the door together.
All right. Before you, the door to the treasure, sealed. You hear the shrill wail of the door hinge as it rotates for the first time after years of disuse.
It's open! Come on, let's go in! Paimon wants to see what's inside!
Ooh, me too!
ugh, uncovering hidden treasure is the most exciting part of adventure.
A stone...
You call this a—
Maybe the troop ran out of...
They provided a super immersive experience at the beginning.
Wait, I get it now. Paimon, This is the real Marashose Hunter
This is it? The Marashose Hunter...
Whoa, are you all...
The Marashose hunter before you appears to suffer a serious mental breakdown. One of you seems to understand the significance of the treasure. So, how are you doing? Feeling any better?
What just happened?
Do you remember how you got here?
I remember now. I brought you here because I wanted to... The explosives in the cave!
You mean these?
Huh? How did you...
I could tell something was off the moment I stepped into this cave, so I kept...
So the strongest champion duelist in all of Fontaine saved the day once again.
I deserve some answers, don't you think? Tell me, everything you said earlier sounded like the truth.
I don't know. I just always felt like there was something in my heart that didn't belong to me. The feelings about my father and the other Marashose hunters are real. It just wasn't fair. I was angry. I don't know when it started, but at some point, my anger came to completely...
But if the treasure was all you cared about...
I can't remember. My head is a mess.
From your description, I suspect you were dealing with a devorator.
Devorator?
Oh, your master... your father, I mean. Never talked about it? It was a kind of monster that was active several centuries ago.
No, I've heard of it. I'm just not sure why you suddenly... Wait, it can't be. The seal!
The seal?
My family has served as Marashose hunters for many generations. My father instructed me to always watch over that seal and maintain it regularly. But I neglected that duty after he died.
The Devorator would be a formidable adversary for any mortal being. If you lacked the power to completely destroy it, you could easily fall prey to its influence and corruption.
I heard it has the power to amplify the obsessions and desires in people's hearts, to the point...
And yet, you were able to retrieve
One of them belonged to my father. The second I stole from a different hunter. And the third... I know just how strong you are. It's as clear as day to everyone. The only way I could think to obtain that last key was to lure you...
I won't comment on it.
Well, I did pour my heart and soul into it. The stories my father used to tell me about the glory of the heroic Marashose hunters and how they came to be forgotten.
It's more than just a story.
Huh?
You're proud to be a hunter. You're still...
I have done so many despicable things. I have nothing to be proud of.
Then explain the purpose of the evil sorcerer in your story.
Huh?
Isn't he the true antagonist? The one who sought nothing but his own gain, and used the...
But I've already tainted my sword. I know...
Wake up, Florian. Remember how you Do you really think the hunters acted out of a desire for honor and glory? Or to be loved and... You do not wield your sword for yourself, but to protect those you serve. There's nothing special about a blade. It's the intentions of the wielder that matter above all else. Do you still not understand?
You're right.
I wouldn't be so quick to push aside the need for redemption.
I know. That's a charge I...
Good. Then, come with me. And help me see the script through to the end.
Huh? See the script through to the end?
Never finished.
No, I mean, I wrote the script with the sole purpose of luring you all here.
Then we'll just have to keep writing it.
You mean the Devorator? Are you saying...
Is that really so hard? You've already written most of it. Surely you can write an ending where the hunters win and justice prevails.
You aren't afraid your party will fall into danger?
I know what my friends are capable of.
Then, are you going to tell—
I don't intend to spoil the fun.
They're back!
That took a while.
Ahem! My fellow Mara Shosei hunter—
Tone it down.
Sorry. After crossing swords with you and witnessing your courage in battle,
Oh, do I smell a redemption arc?
I confess, I was brainwashed by the evil sorcerer. He asked me to lure you here so he could bury you in this cave.
That little... Wait, you're saying all of that was...
That's right. He's adept at manipulating the hearts and mind.
Huh. And how are you going to prove that you're...
To be perfectly honest, I only came to my senses after seeing the treasure. The treasure was actually...
The names of all the Shosei.
Wait, you already know?
Of course. Don't underestimate a vet.
We just finished reading through the content of the stone tablet.
That tablet recorded the lives of some fascinating people. She inherited the responsibilities of the Golden Hunter and passed...
So, she was just like you.
Oh, you really think...
Well, when you put it that way, working as an executioner, he supposedly used a countless number—
Their lives were all so exciting. You could write so many cool books about their accomplishments.
Because they chose to be. To hunt monsters at only—
Then this stone tablet must have been...
That's right. The only time they spoke of—
So...
No wonder this place was so well hidden.
You regard the tablet proves that, although a hunter walks a shrouded path, it is not a solitary one. There will always be those who walk beside you, a fact that remains as true today as in ages long past. Their legacies shall continue to be passed down from generation to generation.
Father, you once told me that I should seek out the treasure if I ever became lost. So this is what you wanted me to find. Thank you, my friend. I implore you, everyone.
Well,
sounds good to me.
I have no objections, but Mr.
Huh?
what if...
GM?
At first glance, these blades have
So basically take these with us, right?
I'll take this weapon, since it used to belong to Est.
Ah, good idea. I'll take Mr. Walter's bow then. From one archer magician to another.
Paimon's gonna pick a cool weapon.
As you grip your weapons, you can almost feel the will of past hunters coursing through your being.
Mr. Florian, do you know where to find the...
I was able to see his surroundings when our mind— We must be extremely careful.
Then why don't we explore some more and try to
No, we have to strike now. He was greatly weakened when I managed to break out of his control. If we let him rest, he might have—
I agree with Mr. Florian.
Yeah, now that we've got a plan, there's no point in waiting. The longer this drop...
Yes, that's what's called— Yes, that's exact—
Alright, you've...
Mr. Florian, please.
Of course.
He had to set up so many scenes today.
Finally, you decide as you walk away, you... Finally, you arrive at the church Florian. As you approach, an ominous aura surrounds you.
How strange.
Now, it is time for the final battle.
Let's go!
Florian, wait.
What's wrong?
I think you should wait outside. I don't think it's a good idea for you to be this close.
That's exactly why I have to go. Yes.
That's too risky.
I understand, but if the Devorator will have a hard time. You're not like me, Miss Clorand. You're a just and powerful Marashos. This is... Consider it a duel to restore my honor. My own...
Then, as a champion duelist, I hereby accept your request for... The battle is now upon us. Let the Devorator once again tremble under the...
So lifelike.
This foe is not invincible. You hold the treasure. The power to defeat it in your own 2 hands.
The treasure? You mean...
The names! It's the Marashose Hunters' names!
How are we supposed to...
You forget, Paimon? There's still one skill we saved until the very end.
Hunters fight not for fame, but to aid the people whenever they are summoned.
Walter the Marashose Hunter, master of 1,000 tricks, executioner of the Phantom Hunters, I call for aid!
Est, the Marashose Hunter, inheritor of Cassiodor's will, judge of the Shadow Hunters. Answer my call!
Petronia, protector of justice and order. The hunter I respect the most. Thank you for saving my friend, the best one I'll ever know. Please, lend us your strength!
We have come to answer your summons. And so, the monsters were eradicated, and the sorcerer was defeated. Peace soon returned to the capital. Those in the court, manipulated by the sorcerer, also recognized the errors of their ways. Some remembered the names of the heroes who saved their kingdom, but others simply continued their lives none the wiser. Such is the story of the Marashose Hunters. They will always protect the city, and those within it.
I am assuming assuming we finally reached...
Yes, you've reached one of the better endings.
It's a pretty solid story overall. I thought it was just an ordinary adventure at first, but the further we got into it, the more impressed I became with the production and the plot. That final battle especially. All the effects were so...
Oh, right. Yeah.
Ah, that's a really good point. I never expected the weapons we picked up from that vault would have that kind of effect.
Yeah, mine nearly scared the daylights out of me when it started glowing. I took a good look at it after we got out, but... Oh, we should probably give these props back, right? I'll just leave mine here.
Did you have a good time?
Of course. Let me know if...
Sure, no problem.
Then I'll head back for now. I think once Mr. Florian is awake, please pass on my regards to him. He must be extremely exhausted to have passed...
You're right. He's had a lot to deal with.
Well, see you all some other time.
Okay, so... can I ask now?
I think it should be fine, yeah.
What in the world was going on back then?
So you saw through all of that?
That time in the cave when you told us to close our eyes, it'd be weirder if we didn't know.
I was dying of curiosity the entire time. I mean, you did a pretty bang-up job of pretending nothing had gone wrong. Farina actually...
Guess none of us wanted to be the one to break the illusion.
What are you all talking about?
Oh, wait. Don't tell me Paimon never... No, this is all my fault. It's not too late to cover your ears. Here, Paimon, I'll do it for you.
Bit late for that, don't you think?
You're saying everything that happened back there wasn't actually part of the script?
It's probably more accurate to say this was never a real scripted story to begin with.
What?
So loud.
Hey, you! Get up right now and explain yourself!
Nope.
Did Paimon just hear that right? It's not nice to lie to people, but Paimon's gotta admit, that was a really good story.
Yeah, it was like watching a magician.
If Paimon knew something was wrong with that vault...
Everything was under control.
As if you've ever described a situation as being out of control. I'm pretty sure any situation you consider...
Guess I'm just used to it.
You must run into a lot of unexpected situations that...
As for you, Florian...
I know there's no excuse for what I did. I'll turn myself into the guards.
I would say you've already suffered more than enough.
What?
You may have been blinded by fame and fortune in the beginning, but your actions during the final battle had proven you to be a true Marisha. You'll be far more used to the city above ground than below. Your job as a hunter is more important.
But...
Of course, you'll still need to take the keys and pay a personal visit to the two hunters.
Yes.
As far as I'm concerned, though, your showing in the duel was enough to prove your honor.
Then thank you so much, everyone. Until we meet again.
Speaking of Marashose hunters, what should we do about the treasure in that cave?
Leave it be.
Are you sure? We could show it to people, make it so that the hunters are remembered. Don't...
No. Every name on that tablet, I am no exception. My identity as a Marashose hunter is not something I need people to remember. I wish only to be recognized as a champion duelist.
That's certainly very different from the path of a magician. Still, I admire your decision.
Wait! Paimon just remembered something. If there were no special effects involved, why did our weapons begin to glow during the battle?
That's because the Marashosei hunters of ages past would often imbue their weapons with special enchantments to suppress the monsters. Whenever a monster was nearby, their weapons would start to glow.
Oh, so that's why they had an effect on that guy near the end. I really thought the summons were doing all the work.
Well, I'm sure the summons were a part of it too.
Oh? How so?
This particular devorator probably hailed from the same era as the hunters we saw in the room. The names you recited all belonged to the bravest hunters. Countless monsters fell to their blades. That's like...
So the names held the power
Navia. Everything you said during your summon.
Huh? Oh, I meant what I said. I mean, it was true to my character, so yeah. I'm glad you heard it. Just...
I really appreciated those words.
all right. Don't get all sentimental on me. Anyway, let's not talk about that anymore. I'm going to go on ahead. Don't fall too far behind now.
She ran off!
I should probably head back as well. This story was truly incredible. I might have to spend the whole night telling my siblings all about it. Goodbye.
Traveler, should your name and deeds be forgotten, what do you think the significance of your journey will be?
I suppose the significance would be the journey itself and the world we helped create. There's still value in the time I shared with...
A great answer. I'll remember it. Me, the Marashosei hunter, says nothing in response to that question. Perhaps her answer lies in her silence. An unspoken vow left to echo through the night.
Thank you for completing... Ad Astra... Ad Astra Abyssal.
Time itself is a silent song.
I don't sing for anyone in particular. Still, if someone stops to listen, I hope it provides a moment of peace all the same.
Time itself is a silent song. Time itself is a silent song. Time itself is a silent song.
Exactly, but none of them believe me.
Time itself is a silent song.
Exactly, but none of them believe me.
Time itself is a silent song.
Exactly, but none of them believe me.
Time itself is a silent song.
Exactly, but none of them believe me.
Time itself is a silent song.
Can we play Banker next time?
Exactly, but none of them believe me.
Time itself is a silent song.
Exactly, but none of them believe me.
Time itself is a silent song.
Exactly, but none of them believe
Can we
me.
play Banker next time?
I used to take long walks in Silver Moon Hall every day. So don't worry about me.
Time itself
I can keep
is a
up.
silent song.
Exactly, but none of them believe me.
Can we play Banker next time?
Time itself is a silent song.
Exactly, but none of them believe me.
Stay close and you will live.
I will have order.
The sky clears, the blaze moon shines! Smite the dust! Smite the dust!
Pretty sharp.
Illusion shattered!
Order guide you.
Divine light, shield them! Be cleansed! Light the dust!
Stabilize.
There is no escape! Shine down!
Who's there? Solidify.
Now you shall perish! There is no escape!
I will have order.
The sky clears, the glaze moon shines!
You're pretty sharp. Order Kite!
Inazuma shines eternal! Illusion shattered! Lofty wisdom will show us the way! Be cleansed! Shine down!
Three moons converge.
Solidify!
Little dearie, you gotta...
I know.
Huh?
I know.
But...
Did the Lady Moonchant, its family...
I know. Does your leg still hurt?
I know. Didn't the Lady Moonchanter, when the time comes...
Would you like to go moon gazing? You can sit in my rocking chair and admire the view. Or we could go to the moon and gaze down at that. Whatever you prefer. Huh?
it's you, Traveler. No, it's just... my antlers are quite heavy. I almost toppled over. As you've seen, my antlers are bigger than everyone else's, which is why I try to find the time to come here and rest whenever I can. I'm afraid nothing much helps beyond finding somewhere to sit down every now and then and taking a rest. Miss Aino once offered to produce a mechanical device that would help support my neck and antlers. While I was grateful, it... yes, that's a fine choice of word. Someone in my role needs to maintain a as Moonchanter of the Frost Moon Scions. It would be unseemly. Indeed. I must say I found that quite the Thank you. A good laugh was exactly what I need. Don't be a stranger. Feel free to drop by whenever you're passing. I'll make sure we have all the fresh fruit you can eat.
This is order.
The fish here are used to so as well as I once tried fishing. Since then, I very much wished.
I used to take long walks in Silver Moon Hall every day, so don't worry about me.